Hey, it's Nomad here. So hey, guess what? I got some really good news. So the good news is that 2 days ago we went to the bank. It was the day we thought we were gonna camp out. I decided to get an Airbnb for a week because it's a heat wave and my kids are in school and I want them to finish school. So um, I decided to get an Airbnb for a week. But what I didn't tell you was that my income tax return check has come, and that's awesome because now we can fix up the car and pay for this Airbnb for a week and get a trailer maybe or a camper. So when we ended up getting this Airbnb, it was kind of interesting because at first I was looking for the cheapest thing I could find, and it was this guy, and he had like this little room in his one-bedroom apartment, and because I'm a cheapwad now and I don't want to pay, so we were gonna basically all crash in his bedroom, and he was gonna sleep in the living room. But when we got there, he was like, "Oh, I don't know," and then my wife was like, "Oh, I don't know." So we agreed to not do that. And then it was like midnight. This was on the other day, and then I was looking and looking and looking, and then I stumbled on this really great deal. Basically, it's a one-bedroom apartment in a luxury apartment building, and it was really cheap. It was like, well, for LA, it was like 95 a night. So it came out to like $500 for 6 nights. And then because it was after midnight when I ordered it, they decided to just throw in that first day, that night. So yeah, so it's great. And it's a really awesome building. When I get back, I'll give you a tour of it. Yeah, I'll give you a tour. It's this cool building. But of course, we're falling into that trap of like, oh, this is so nice, and wouldn't it be great to stay here, and it feels so great, and all this stuff, and it's making us soft, man. It's making us soft. I'm like, no, we're leaving on Sunday, and we're camping. And that's what I mean, and I mean it, and we are. But yeah, even I'm tempted, it's like, wow, this is so nice. But man, all the luxury apartments in LA now are going for like $2,500, $3,000 for a one-bedroom. That's what, freaking 36,000 a year. You know how many RVs I could buy for 36,000? You know what kind of boat I could get for 36,000? Heck no. No way. But hey, I'm open to miracles, if God wants to do something, if a big chunk of money drops in my lap, like, let's see, $50,000, maybe I consider it. But right now, the plan is still to get an RV. So unfortunately, those really cool police impound RVs that I saw in Oxnard, the one that looked like a really good deal is sold. They're all sold except for the ugliest one, right? They were all for $200. The one for $300, that's a vintage 1972 that I still want to get, and the vintage 1972 that I still want to get and convert into maybe a mobile office or something, or we could use it, whatever. That's going for $300. The problem is it's out in Oxnard, and it's out in Oxnard, and it's like a 2-hour drive from here, and it doesn't run. I mean, a lot of these RVs, the issue isn't that, it's just they got towed, so they don't have the keys, and so you just have to replace the ignition switch. The other issue is a lot of them have been sitting around, so the carb needs cleaning and stuff like that, and they just need to be started. They haven't run in a while. They need new spark plugs or whatever. But the problem is, I can't start them at the tow yard, so I have to tow it somewhere. You have 72 hours if it's on city streets. So I need to be able to tow it somewhere, and that's the problem. And it's not like I can go out to Oxnard every day or something to get it fixed. So I'm thinking on that 72 one of just buying it and having it towed just to some lot, a parking lot, a daily parking lot place, and then figure it out from there. I've been thinking, maybe I can get a truck or rent a trailer and tow it myself, or hook up a tow bar just like you would tow a car, but instead tow the RV. I don't know if that's possible. I need to do all this stuff. So the first step is just to buy it and get it parked somewhere. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm still having battles with my wife about this whole thing. She wants to get a fancy RV that we don't have money for. I just want to phase one is like camp in the car in tents. Phase two is like get a cheap RV, like 500, 2 to 500, and just with the sole purpose of sleeping in it, you know. So we have 5 horizontal sleeping surfaces. And stage 3 is then get a fancier RV, you know, for 3 to 5,000. Anyway, so that's kind of where we are. So I'm here at Harbor Brake and Automotive, and I'm getting the Ford Explorer checked out and fixed up because, you know, that's our vehicle for right now. So I got to make sure that thing is working properly no matter what's happening. So yeah, that's what they're working on. It's pretty cool. See, there it is over there. Ta-da.